Vietnam. Hey guys, how's it going? We're about to shout into the void, right, Garrett?
This is about to happen right near you. Right near you.
Yeah, I feel like every time we do this show, I hold the microphone out for you like I'm a local news anchor. Like I'm interviewing you. I'm an on the beat reporter, and I'm just like, so what do you think about the Lobster Fest?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, the biggest surprise was the lobster calzone. Like, it looks like, yeah, you're interviewing.
That's racist against lobsters.
Because not all lobsters have to be from Maine. They could be from Italy.
Yeah, not all of them are red. And they don't talk like this.
You're right. Right. My bad for thinking that lobsters were famous plumbers who fought their way for the princesses.
They can be named Goomba, but that's just by coincidence. They're not all named that, okay? Stop spreading that rumor. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I went first last time, Garrett. I believe it's your turn.
Wow.
Just keep it above the belt for the lobsters this time, right? Yeah.
Keep it successful. Yeah. All right, folks. Well, we are going to get started here by shouting into the void. Hi, everybody. I'm Garrett Mendez, and yes, it looks like I have a comb over, and that's fine, and that's okay. We can be comb over people. I am so thankful that you all are joining us online, around the world, in China, or in Australia. Either one of those places, either around the world, China or Australia. So, wow, a lot of interesting happenings this week. A lot of people are very emotionally charged. A lot of people are all of a sudden foreign policy experts, and everyone and their mother has something to say about the Afghanistan exit strategy. Which, by the way, we've been asking for an exit strategy for a minute, and I guess we got a decent beginning of an exit strategy from Mr. Donald Trump, number 45. But it's who knows who's making money off of this and who's set to be at a loss. Besides the Afghan people, which that's just sad, because you can't, it was the checking point for the bombs, so it's not like the guy made it to the checking point and was like, oh, hey, sir, you have a bomb. This was the point right before leading up to the checking point, so, you can't exactly hate the system, because that's like saying, well, there's shoplifters right outside of Target, and they're just taking people's things on their way to their cars. I always thought about that. Why aren't people more bold and just robbing people in the parking lot? Thank God we live in a productive society where that doesn't happen. But why aren't I'm surprised that there aren't just more muggings just in the parking lot saying, give it to me. You just bought this, now give it to me. That's the Black Friday I like to imagine. So I was thinking a little bit about Mad Max, and I like how many metaphors are in the movie and how little talking there is. But I will say they spend very little time saying the name Max, how mad this guy is, and if they're gonna do more, with Charlize Theron, then give us the decency to change the name to Furiosa Gone Furious. Too Furiosa, more furious. Okay, well, I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense to everybody. Okay. So, have you been in a fight? Because I was in a fight once in high school. It was a shoving match. Now, did we exchange fists? No. Fisticuffs? No. But what we did instead was we looked each other in the eye, and I took an opportunity to trip that fool. That's right. You gotta trip some fools sometimes. It looks like I have a comb over. It looks like it looks like I have no hair, and I'm just using all the hair that's over here, and I'm just pushing it over. It looks like there's no hair. But look, there's tons of hair over there. But it looks like a wig. This all looks like very expensive wig. Okay. I'm afraid that when I grow old, that I'm not going to trust the person that they're going to send over to my house. I'm worried that they're going to prescribe me things that I don't need. Things like wigs. Things like, hey, you should overdose on this Metamucil. I'm really concerned that I'm not going to be able to trust people when I'm old. Not that I trust a whole lot of people now that I'm not old, but I might trust less. Is that possible, to trust less? Is that why all old people are so mean? Is because they trust less? Someone ought to order old people a pizza. Somebody call up old people and say, hey man, get a pizza, man. Yum yum. Gotta get a pizza, man. You get it. All right. Before I pass the mic on over to Mr. Zack Hillman, I did want to talk about the fact that your jewelry, it's better if it's unique. It doesn't. Not everybody has to go chocolate diamond. Okay, I know the craze is chocolate diamonds, but come on, guys. Look at this comb over. And realize that maybe a blood diamond is not the way to go. Maybe go for something like your birthstone, and then throw some less valuable diamonds around it. I don't know. Or there was also like a scientifically made diamond. That's pretty cool. And to say, I believe in you, baby. I believe in flying cars. And I believe in falling in love underneath the full moon. I also believe that you should not save all the coupons you get. Because maybe it's worth it to pay full price. Maybe help out that business and pay full price. Now, if it's Home Depot, which they never do coupons, but if they did do coupons, I would say you use that thing, okay? Because Home Depot they have so much money, okay? Just don't get lost in your own maze. You are in your own way. So if you're trying to accomplish something, if you're trying to write that novel by midnight tonight, well, not only do you have just a few hours left, boy, but I want you to put some butter on some bread, maybe throw in some garlic, throw in some hot sauce, maybe a little bit of salt. Ooh. You got yourself some carbs and some flavor, baby. Have some fun and be yourself. Well, that is my message to you, ladies and gentlemen, is prepare yourself some carbs and feel good. Otherwise, you ain't going to trust anybody in this world. Dang. Oh, man, Zach, do you got anything spicy for these people? Seems like it looks like I'm sweaty, but I'm not. I'm just feeling the vibe.
Just feel it.
Just feeling the vibe, baby. Just feeling the vibe, baby.
Hey. You gotta keep those headphones on, baby. You gotta hear what you're doing. You gotta hear what you're laying down, my main Martian. Yeah, whoa, that was wild. Just improvising some beats for you all, some beats and some guitar skills. I definitely look like I have a comb over. Garrett was talking about tasty carbs, and it reminded me of what's like really been weighing on me lately is the Trader Joe's flavors combos. You know, the Trader Joe's flavor combos. There's a very like Family Guy feel to it, where it's like, if we eliminate any flavors from flavor combo competition, then like we won't be doing our patrons a service as a grocery store. It feels like that. It feels like any oddball spaghetti thrown at the wall idea that even comes up, they have to make it. They have to try it out, right? I mean, am I wrong, you know? I feel like we're getting a lot of like, oh, I don't know, blueberry wasabi trail mix. Okay, do it. Go for it. Like, we got a lot of like honey and habanero cashews. You know? Feel like we're getting a lot of cheddar horseradish potato chips are the ones that stick out to me as like, why would I just want to eat pain? Why would I just want to eat the flavor of pain? Why are you doing this to me, Trader Joe's? You banked on the goodwill that you've generated over the course of years, and now you are just hurting me. You are physically harming me, and it's not cute, really. It's not cute. I mean, I just feel like it's only a matter of time before they work their way into like our household products, you know? Like, because nothing is flavored like it's supposed to be anymore. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just have Oreos. We have to have candy corn Oreos. You can't just buy Oreos and candy corn. You gotta buy the Oreos that are flavored like candy corn so that you don't satisfy two cravings you have, right? Is that the society we live in now? We're so high on convenience that we're just like, don't even give me the things that I want. Give me one thing of two not wants. That's where I live. That's where I live. Right? Like, when are we gonna get Trader Joe's chicken bouillon dryer sheets? You know? When are we going to get Trader Joe's, raspberry nasal spray? You know, when are we gonna get things that just don't make any sense anymore? What I'm really waiting for, I'm waiting for Trader Joe's to come out with a toothpaste that is the flavor of drinking a glass of orange juice after you've just brushed your teeth. That would be officially jumping the shark. That would be a bridge too far, even for Trader Joe's, because nobody enjoys that flavor. Nobody likes that experience. And Trader Joe's, I think, if anyone's gonna do it, is gonna have to be you. Sorry, Garrett. We're getting our wires tangled, man. We're getting our wires tangled. But we're not getting our lines crossed. You know why? Because we're operating on the same plane of existence. He knows what I mean. I have to buy it. I have to buy the Trader Joe's weird shit. I have to buy it. I'm like, you guys are selling me gooseberry and goose pate cottage cheese, and I'm like, I don't think any of those things occur together in nature. I don't think any of those things are even grown in the same countries. But I need to know what it tastes like. I need to know what it tastes like, because there's so many times that Trader Joe's has blown my mind with, like, cookie butter. Cookie butter has just generated endless goodwill for Trader Joe's, to the point where I will eat anything that they give. It doesn't even have to be food anymore. It doesn't even have to be food anymore. If it has enough adjectives and they like put it in the chip aisle, I will eat it. They could be like blueberry and dill pickle pages of the Constitution. I'd be like, okay, I'm eating that. I'm gonna eat that. They could be like dark chocolate and tangerine abstract concepts. If it was in a bag, I would buy it. I would buy it and I would try to taste it, even if it was intangible. That's how hooked I am on Trader Joe's, you guys. That's how hooked I am on Trader Joe's. And I don't know what it is. It just seems like Trader Joe's is a party, you know? I think that's how they hook you. I think they convince you that everyone there is really having a good time. Like, we think that because people are lifting heavy boxes and counting inventory in Hawaiian shirts, that everyone is there of their own volition. Like, people would come into work even if it was their day off. This is the lie that Trader Joe's has told us. This is a crucial lie of capitalism, that we all want to work and be slaves to our paycheck, and it's just fucking lies, man. It's lies. They've told us that we want toothpaste that tastes like drinking a glass of orange juice after you've just brushed your teeth. But that's a lie. That's a lie. Just because a product exists doesn't mean that it's real. I'm starting to sound like Joe Biden. I'm a calm guy. You're a dog-faced pony soldier. I do feel that people have a lot of political opinions all of a sudden, just like Garrett was saying. No one's going to the people at Trader Joe's and asking them what their political opinions are. I think everyone just sees them in those Hawaiian shirts and they say, "Well, I know what their political beliefs are. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. That's what they're voting for. Oh, yeah. They're voting for another cheeseburger in paradise. Oh, they're voting I can't drive 55. Oh, they're on that parrot head. What's that fuckwad's name? That guy who sucks. Everybody, only idiots like him. What's his fucking name? Jimmy Buffett. They're on that Jimmy Buffett. And who's that other fuck muzzle? The guy that everyone wishes would just fucking die already. You know, the guy who ruined your favorite thing. The guy who absolutely skull-fucked one of the greatest bands. Sammy Hagar. Those are the two guys that they associate with Trader Joe's employees because they're wearing the Hawaiian shirts. It was ironic. Do they wear Hawaiian shirts in Hawaii? Do they? Do they do that? Last I heard, Hawaiian people were into meth and face tattoos, like actual Hawaiians, not the white people that moved there and bought up all their real estate. You know, But people are confused because I'm white. I look white, but I'm actually Mexican. I am the opposite of Garrett. That's okay. I would aspire to work at a Trader Joe's, and Garrett aspires to own a Trader Joe's one day. He's well on his way. He's doing great. I don't know how he got all my white privilege, but we've been friends a long time. I must have signed it away in a blood oath somehow. He's doing great. He's killing the game. He's a good dude. He's worked super hard for everything that he has. He's a great guy. Not like, who's that piece of shit, that fucking wad of human meat that's just jammed into a sausage casing. No one likes him. I hear that he can't control his farts. He's just blasting wind every which way he goes. Mitch McConnell. That's the guy that I'm thinking of. Almost makes me think of that one woman. Everyone used to like her, but now they all think she's a whore. You know who I'm talking about. The one, she looks like she could fit 8 dicks in her mouth. But it's probably more like 4, you know. I mean, like, really 8, you know? No one, but she probably brags about 8. Who's that? Margaret Thatcher. That's who I'm thinking of. I'm really hoping that these Margaret Thatcher horror rumors will catch on. because if someone's going to be like a victim of male toxicity, it should be like the most horrible woman ever. That has nothing to do with her. Oh my God. If any women were watching this, I apologize for everything that I just said. Except for the shit about Trader Joe's, that is 100% true, and the shit about Jimmy Buffett, he sucks. I'm rapidly running out of steam and alienating more and more people. And I think that it's times like these that I wish I were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire so that I could really call out for a lifeline to, my good friend, Garrett. Garrett, can you help me answer the questions of life, my man?
Oh, wow. Oh, boy, would I be honored to continue this comb over here. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, my God. Have you been abducted yet? Like, have you... It doesn't have to be by aliens, but have you been stolen to another world, is what I say. Maybe you don't realize that it's already happened to you. Think about the very first time that you played mini golf. Whoa! Holy shit, you're telling me that they make windmills the size of people? They don't have to make windmills that are oversized Vikings made for the Dutch. I know, I was mixing countries there. Vikings are Swedish, the Dutch are from Netherlands. The Netherlands! But I mean it. I really mean it. Go to Amsterdam, people. Find out who you are. Go to Europe. Even if it's wasting money, even if you blow all your money and you spend the rest of your life trying to pay it off. See some old country. Because America's a young country, okay? Well, we're new. We're new on the map, okay? Whereas places like Istanbul, places like Italy, Germany, Sweden, Finland, Russia, places like all of Asia. I'm talking India, I'm talking Kazakhstan, I'm talking, Russia, Moscow. Yeah. I know that Moscow's not a country. Believe me, I know. I once ate trail mix on a tiny plane. I once ate things in another country. Because that's the thing is, we see things on the internet, and you need to go yourself and find if that's real, because, everyone told me when I went to Russia, everyone's all like, whoa, watch out, they don't have toilet paper there. And guess what? Every time I went to the bathroom, there was nothing but toilet paper and running water. So, joke's on you guys. Joke's on your weird stereotype about Russia not having toilet paper. What a weird thing that's the only thing you know about Russia. What a weird thing, to know, and I remember asking my parents, going, if we're going to Russia, what else are they good at besides not having toilet paper? And we ended up going to the ballet. Turns out they started action, and then the French perfected it, okay? Or at least came up with words. Turned it all French, made it popular, turned it into a dancing, a dance class pyramid scheme. And once they saw that pattern, then they knew that they could take it to New York, take it to everywhere else, and be satisfied. Well, let me tell you, folks, I will never be satisfied. If my plie isn't full plie, I don't know what 100% of plie is, because I know that there's a lot of 12-year-olds half-assing. I don't know what it's called when you go all out. I mean, you're not marketing. people to pay for their dreams. I'm talking about musical theater. I'm talking about dance classes. I'm also talking about just acting classes in general. There are so many people teaching classes, and that's good. While that is good to have a lot of open options on the market, there's a lot of people taking a lot of money. Just, I think you're taking people's innocent money, and I don't think it's going to return. I don't think it's going to give people return on investment. And I just feel bad for them. I just feel bad for so many people paying the weirdos running their own acting classes and their own improv schools outside of any like main institution. Which, I gotta say, when I moved to LA, I didn't know what I was doing, okay? But I wasn't trying to pretend I was somebody I wasn't. Okay, I think we're all capable of faking until you make it. But the thing is that when nobody's made it, then everyone's faking it. And the people who have made it in LA, they're not taking classes. They're not hanging out with other people. They're doing something else. Nah, man. Get into that race. Fight. Fight with skateboards. Fight. Fight with wizards. Fight. You have to find where are the wonderful people that are going to fight the bears for you. Oh my god, please someone fight a bear for me. I don't want to be the one to fight it. I can't kill a big animal like that and have that on my conscience. No, I'm going to need somebody else to do that for me. So, I'm looking at you, cousin. I'm looking at you, friend that I knew in high school. I'm looking at you. Foods. Oh, are you afraid? Are you xenophobic of new foods and new tastes? Well, allow me to tell you all about egg tarts. It's some sort of egg custard made into a tiny little pie. So it's like a mini flaky pie, almost like that of an apple pie, something like that. So, and we eat things made from egg all the time. Cookies, cakes, brownies, cupcakes. There's so many other great things with eggs and omelets. But this egg tart, I mean, you go to some places in Chinatown, whether it's like San Francisco, you go out for an egg tart at an authentic Asian spot, like an authentic Asian bakery. That thing's gonna be warm, that thing's gonna be fresh. That thing's probably only gonna be like $1.50. Now, you can go to other Asian restaurants and that's a place, and then you might end up paying, I don't know, $4. For something that should only be $1.50. It's like where I'm at with tacos. It's like, I can't pay for $8 taco now. Okay, no. Now that there's a taco truck selling $1.50 tacos down the street, it doesn't, that's not compute. It's tough. I mean, I can't use that logic for everything. It's like, I wouldn't buy nice trash bags. Because, like, if I didn't believe in paying for nicer trash bags, I would just go to the 99-cent store and just to buy those trash bags. Let me tell you the thing about those. One, they don't fit normal trash cans. Or like, they're just meant for tinies. They're just meant for tinies. Like you're not putting anything heavy in there. You're just putting nothing but just serious thoughts. So for some nicer trash bags, and I will get the results. I'm sure this is ringing somewhat, Okay. Well, when I excavated my backyard and I found those dinosaur bones, I said you can't make this dinosaur whole again. It's gonna want to come back home. And I'll tell you what, okay? I'm living here now, alright? And I don't think this mammoth is fully aware of the property lines here in Southern California. I should let you know that this mammoth better obey the property lines in Southern California. You can resurrect whatever you like. You can resurrect people, but don't you resurrect dinosaurs, because I'm telling you, if you resurrect a dinosaur, they're gonna want to come back to where they originally lived. And you know where they originally lived? In your garage, in a cave that we hold dear as a national park. Well, guess what? That is the dinosaur houses. That's what we're saving all those dinosaurs. We're saving them all for the dinosaurs. When we clone them, that's our Jurassic Park, and it's gonna be freaky. And people are gonna love it. People are gonna totally get off on it. People are totally gonna think we didn't say it. Well, you heard it here. Don't do it, folks. They're just gonna want to move back in. And like a 26-year-old who just moved back in with their parents, you know that this person is not going to do laundry. And I'm talking about the dinosaurs. They're not going to do laundry. They're just going to shit everywhere. Yeah. And then when they're hungry, they're just going to eat whatever they want. Just like a 26-year-old who moved in with his parents or her parents. Oh my God. What happens when a college graduate moves back in home with their parents to feed on the pantry and get that laundry done for them? It's a lonely matrix, folks. I hope that you're all taking care of each other. Much akin to how I love you. Much akin to how I love you. I said it. Not enough men are vulnerable in this day and age. Perhaps it's all those Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Or maybe in fact it was all those Martin Lawrence movies. Maybe it was the fact that we just had one too many Big Mama's houses that turned us. It turned us all aggressive. Maybe it was the movie Bad Boys. Maybe it was the fact that we had two bad boys, that we felt confident as a male race, as a male species, to be bad boys. And we thought that that was the goal. We thought that that's what everybody wanted from men. But it turns out we just wanted everybody to get therapy and to just learn a little bit about themselves and stop projecting. And just maybe for once, take responsibility. I know I am. So that's why I'm going to pass the mic back over to the son that I wish that I grew. Zack Hillman. This is for our final round of Shouting into the Void. I hope everybody is feeling very, very expressive.
Speaking of expression, we are tangled again. We are tangled again. Irrevocably tangled, our microphone cables and headphone cables are so tangled again. Trying to feed off those Elvis Costello vibes for you all. I feel like you deserve that. We're tangled, tangled, we're so tangled. He was like trying to be a crooner, but also trying to sing like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. He was going for a real unique vibe. Love Elvis Costello. Love him. Sick. Had all his records in high school. Listened to them like, wow. And then I really did. I said, wow, these are really good records. And this is just me stalling for time. I don't know about Garrett, but I like to do this. I like to do this off the cuff. I like to not over prepare for this. I like this to be free flowing and free form. Garrett, you similar? Yeah. I like it to be improvised music, improvised words, and I don't want to give you something that's worked to death. And to that end, I want to put it out there in the universe, something I've been trying to wrap my feeble little mind around, and I just can't seem to. How does anyone get a job in HR? How? What's on your resume that convinces someone you'd be suited to a career in HR? You know? Like, I tuck my shirt in and I'm nice? Like, what qualifies you? Like, I'm a smiley person and I like telling people what to do. Right? I like telling people what they can and can't do. That's basically it, right? That's basically it. I like smiling at people and telling them, no, they've taken too many sick days, or here's your severance check, or like, you know, we no longer have a place for you here at Initech. And I don't know, it seems like a really weird position. Like, are HR people actually nice, or are they like people where it's like, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. You know what I mean? Are they just playing a nice person in real life, and actually they're shitbags, you know? I hope no one from my work ever watches this and shows this to my HR because she's really nice the way that she tells me no, I can't leave early on Thursday. It's delightful. She's so sweet to me. It's especially ironic that I'm saying this today because we had a dessert truck come into work today. This shit must happen like all the time at Hulu, right, Garrett? Used to? Well, I mean, yeah, you guys haven't been in office for a long, long time. Also, am I outing you by saying where you work? No, you don't care. You don't care. They know you have aspirations of grandeur, and deservedly so, Garrett. Works incredibly hard for everything that he has, especially my white privilege. And he's my best friend. I can poke him in the butthole like this, and he doesn't mind. Remember Facebook poking? That was the thing. Is that how people got jobs in HR? Did they just Facebook poke somebody? And I'm like, hey, I'm thinking of you. And someone was like, you know what? You could make this into a profession. That's kind of friendly, kind of sexual, kind of annoying. You're a Facebook poke turned into a person. Have you... Is there still a place where you can find Facebook pokes? Like, who knows if people have been poking me? I remember we used to get into poke wars. That was how you knew a girl was like interested in you. She'd be like, oh, she poked me back 4 times in a row. Better mac on that girl. Better smack on her. So I guess that's not how you get a job in HR, because I'm pretty sure all those women are way too good for me. All those women in HR are way too good for me. But I don't know. I married way out of my range anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. Getting a job in HR. Like, how do you bullshit the bullshitter? Because you got to interview with HR to get that job in HR. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How do you convince him, like him or her, this person, that, hey, I'm also a nice guy that likes firing people on Fridays. That's how I like to start off my weekends. That's how... How do you talk someone into that? How do you... That's insane. That's insane. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, who was the first HR person? How did they decide that person was qualified? How did they... Like, I get that there had to be, like, a first person to build a boat and, like, take things to other places and then sell them there. And then eventually that became a whole job description, you know what I mean? Like... But who was the first person on a ship that was like, actually, Peg Leg Pete, you already took a 10-minute break 2 hours ago, so you should have to wait another 45 minutes at least before you can have your next bathroom break, okay? Who was that? Who was that whaler that was thrown immediately overboard? Do you know what I mean? Who invented the idea of HR? Who was it? Who was it? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm just wondering, do I have what it takes to be in HR? Because I'm like... I do work at my job. I work, you know. But it all seems pretty meaningless. It seems pretty trivial. It seems, you know, like eventually it's all going to be robots. Like, I'm just the guy that puts the numbers into the computer program. Eventually they're going to cut me out altogether, you know? If progress in technology have taught me anything, it's that anything that can be obsolesced will eventually be obsolesced. And yeah, that's kind of the route my my professional track has taken me on. And kind of seems like it's hard for computers to smile while they're handing you a severance check. That seems like a more human, less reproducible skill to me. So, like, how do I get into that racket? You know, how do I don't know. I think my problem is I only smile genuinely. You know, I only smile when I'm talking about what assholes HR people probably are in their secret lives, you know? Again, I hope no one from my company ever watches this, because they'll know exactly how I feel about Megan. No, just kidding. Megan's a wonderful person. She's only ever been nice to me. All my coworkers that got fired over the past year, though, I don't know. But yeah, no, Megan's great. Especially if she's watching this and now she knows, like, I'm thinking of switching departments. Hey! You don't want to call 2 dessert trucks to figure out which one's the more reasonably priced. Let me do that. I can do that. I got a phone. Yeah. What else am I gonna do all day? I mean, nothing. But other than that, other than nothing, oh my god. If anyone from my work, like, ever watches all of these, like, I'm so screwed. I've confessed to so much gold bricking on this show because I just let it fly, because Because you know what? I don't really edit. I'm just out here like writing. I'm in process. We're improvising. We're trying to do all this stuff off the top of our domes. And it's fun. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do, because we try and keep it real. We try and keep it fresh for you, and we try and help you consider other career paths you might not have thought of otherwise. You know, I mean, I think I'm rapidly running out of steam here, Garrett, and these are some very interesting beats. Definitely working over that microcosm, my man. I'm very, very impressed by the.
Oh my
that
God.
pedal does wonders. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's equalize it. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Definitely. There's a lot of different experiments going on over here in this music lab that we set up every Thursday for you guys.
Very, very much so. And I know, other than comb overs, what do you think was like a theme for? Which, by the way, I'm looking at you right now. You have that haircut that Justin Bieber had when he was doing like his weird like autistic thing on Ellen. That's the haircut you have. It doesn't look like a comb over. You look like a sexy teenager. That's all. With like 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh boy. Sign me up for some Ellen. To get mad at me is all right. I think she used to get mad at people.
Hey man, she only yells at every assistant.
That's true. She was notoriously known for yelling at all of her assistants.
You know, if that's how I have to break into HR, I will work on the Ellen show. I will handle those angry calls from journalists. Ellen, if you're listening, take a shot on a guy who could only smile genuinely.
Oh boy. Yeah. She needs to learn what it's like to be a person again.
Yeah.
To be one of us.
Yeah.
And they always run straight to the milk prices. So, there was a lot of let's see. I noticed there was some trust things going on. There was some themes of trust.
Yeah. Things not being what they appear to be, right? Yeah. Like the HR person and the weird flavor combos, for my part, at least, you know. Yeah. What else, man?
I am drawing a blank.
I know it is really hot in this room. We're doing our best over here to bring you guys some live, fresh, unscripted entertainment. I think the music was especially on point tonight on both of us. Yeah.
Music was great tonight. Yeah, certainly the music had a lot of very interesting flavors tonight, which I was excited to hear and see.
I hope we finally got the levels right. I know there's been some struggles in the past where I think we got the instruments at a reasonable volume this time, so we know where we can sit comfortably in the mix and still understand what we're saying.
We think we know what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope.
I noticed yawning was a big theme. And I think Garrett needs to get to bed, you guys. Oh boy. Little sleepyhead over here.
Comb over. I couldn't get over the comb over during all my set.
It threw it for a loop. You got comb overed.
I better get a haircut by next time.
I know. God, me too. All right, you guys. Well, we've been shouting into the void. Thank you for joining us from my house. Garrett, where can people follow you?
Hey, find me online at Garrett Mendez.
That was to the point. Cool. You guys can follow me at Zack Hillman Comedy. I'm on Instagram. And then you can listen to my podcast, Spongeworthy, now available on Apple Podcasts. Oh, and the guest this week, Garrett did 2 episodes with us. They're very funny. I was just listening to them on the car ride back. One of those debuted today. So if you want to hear more of our funky, fresh shit, listen to that. It was a good episode.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'll make sure to put that in the comments or put that in the description.